aliens built the pyramids, and that there's a monolith on the Mars Phobos, Phobos, that has instructions on how to build pyramids. How would he know that?
Mm.
Point blank, period. At the end of the day, the truth is much stranger than fiction. And you have cave paintings and petroglyphs from 12,000 years ago that show that same gray alien emoji that's in our phones on cave painting walls. That's not by coincidence.
Whoa. You see, it's crazy, man. Just even diving into this shit, man. It like it make the brain start really thinking when you start tapping into it, man. But what are the aliens here for? CC, like, I mean, are they here to teach us something? Are they like that's where I'm lost at. I wonder what are they here for? What's your opinion on what are they here for?
Well, you got to follow patterns, money, and resources. We got 9 planets in our solar system. How many of those planets can you find wood and water?
Probably not that many.
Only Earth.
Only Earth.
So, technically, in our solar system, wood is more rare than gold and diamonds. You can't have wood without water.
Damn.
Liquid water seems to be pretty rare in our solar system. That right there will bring a spacefaring species to a planet.
Damn. See, that's crazy, man. That's wild, man. So, have you ever had an alien encounter yourself, or just like some weird activity that you know it ain't right? A dream, anything.
But what I can say about this is 2012, I was approached by a gentleman named Sergeant Carl Wolf in Chicago to be his security. He worked for NASA editing pictures of the moon. He had me sign an NDA. He showed me some photos. He asked me what did it look like. I said it looks like a desert. He showed me a picture of something looks like a big plow truck. He said that plow truck is 2 miles long. I'm like, okay, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and long story short, he's dead now.
Right.
He was supposed to testify in front of Congress. Him and his wife were both assassinated. After I had the meeting with him, my,
Damn.
my car was searched every day by unknown people. My car would get towed, and then I would go to get it back. They give it back to me for free.
Mm, that part.
So I'm like, all right, well,
That's
I
crazy.
kind of valuable lesson. Like I've never seen like a gray or things like that, but I have seen a lizard person before. Well, a lady. I seen a lady. We were at 59 West Hubbard at a club named Paris Club. Her name was Jen. In the club, we seen me and my cousin seen her face change.
What?
He tells me, he said, "Bro, I just seen the devil." I say, "Calm down. I just seen the."
I believe you. Look, I
Wait,
believe
wait,
it.
wait, wait, wait. My bad. I don't mean to interrupt. Wait, hold on. So you mean to tell me y'all in the club partying, regular scene turning up,
Up, up.
and y'all meet a female in there, and
Mhm.
her face like shape shift in front of you, like a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Wow. I believe it. They had that happen out here.
And then I approached her. You feel me? I approached her. Um, we add each other on Facebook.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
she was very strange person.
So what was that like when you
Well,
know her?
my grandmama had always told me about stuff like this.
Mm,
And then, I spent time on Native American reservations investigating other stuff. They
right,
always told me about stuff like this.
right, right.
And then I studied a Zulu shaman named Credo Mutwa, and he spoke about a species called the Shitarani.
Mm.
description that he gave of them was the exact same description of the person we saw in the club that day. And
Oh my God.
that's
So they got their own like nation of people, like these different entities, like
yeah.
shapeshifters, the giants.
So you gotta think about something. In the Bible, Psalm 82 says that God reigns on a divine council of other gods. People don't speak about this because you cannot monetize a religion if there are other gods.
Mm.
To the old world, you know, these gods probably weren't gods at all. They were just other species that encountered us and carried themselves like gods.
Right.
Because, you know, they don't want you to know that these gods can die. Because there have been several crashes with these UFOs and they've recovered bodies. So if you look up the CIA declassified files about the Galactic Federation, I believe that that federation is the same divine council that appears in the Bible.
Mm. And the CIA is crazy with those tactics. I actually heard of one time and how they utilize. There was one time where they put this guy, two people in a box, and when they put these two people in a box, they played various sounds. And believe it or not, the sounds affected, right? Of course, because if you know what you know, frequencies of vibrations are a big part of this. So because they were playing certain frequencies in there, it was like they didn't even have to punish them. They didn't even have to hurt them physically. All they had to do was play. I think it was like a crying baby, or it was something real subtle, like somebody screaming.
Yeah, basically like that torture without torture. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? That shit that'll drive you insane, man. It's
You
crazy, man.
the universe is built on three principles: sound, light, and frequency. You know, in the 40s, in the 30s and 40s, when the Germans were doing what they doing, they changed the frequency of music so it could be more impactful and oppressive on people. That's why when you go to church, they got sound, they got light, and they got the frequency. When everybody stand up clapping together, that's the frequency. Then they start playing the music, the hymnals have everybody singing, that's the sound. They got the lights blowing down, and it's able to affect the masses. And they using those same core principles with everything.
Right.
Yeah, just like when the preacher be preaching, and he'll say something, like it could be some normal shit about life, but the way that they tune that piano and hit that hit, it be like he hit it on the money. But it's the sounds and the frequencies and everything behind it that draws everybody in. Just like with the music, like if a nigga rap about going to go drill a whole block, you could feel it. It's like you could damn near almost feel it. You don't even gotta be the type of nigga to go and kill a whole block. You know what I mean?
Facts, bro. Facts. Now, sleep. How many times have we heard people say the music had them tripping?
On everything, a
Yeah,
whole bunch of
I
times.
agree.
The same core principles, brother.
That's right.